All right, everybody, we're back. This is AMK International. We now have Marvin Lewis here, representative of Liberia, looking to make the 2012 Olympic team, and among other goals. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into some questions. First question we have is, briefly describe your path to now training with AMK International.
It's been a road, and a lot of it has been rough. Post-collegiate, as far as my track and field career, I've been pretty much working full-time, and at times I've had both a full-time and part-time job. And that's been a challenge in itself because I haven't been able to devote as much time to the sport as I would like to. I mean, as a professional, whenever you have a craft, you want to give your all to it. So that's been my challenge. My schedule has been hectic at times, and that's caused me to have to train alone a lot of years. So I'm at the point now where I guess I have enough flexibility to kind of work to an extent, and I'm just hoping that in the end that'll be a blessing for me. I'll get to spend a little more time actually competing and training to the level that you would need if you plan to be successful, you know, in track and field on an elite level. Now I'm with AMK, and I like the group environment, so it's going to be interesting to see how things will benefit me in this respect. I won't have to be alone, and I'd have support of a few more, you know, coaches and athletes that are doing the same thing I'm doing.
In 2008, you had the experience of competing at the World Indoor Championships in Spain. Then in 2010, you barely missed the qualifying standard for the Indoor Championships in Qatar. Can you just kind of talk about the high, low, and your current preparation and mindset shooting for the World Indoor Championships in Turkey this indoor season, and kind of touch on those highs and lows as well?
Yeah, 2008 indoor season in Spain, it was an amazing experience. I got to, you know, run against the best athletes in the world, and I just enjoyed it. You know, the scenery, the environment was beautiful. On a track and field level, just being in that atmosphere where you see the best people coming together, it really takes you to another level, you know, mentally, number one, and just being able to learn from all the people who are out there that are the best in the world. You know, I got the opportunity to rub shoulders with, you know, people that have broken world records, who have world records, and just, you know, for me, that was what I needed to see in the realm of just growing as an athlete and as an individual, so that was good. 2010, I honestly fell about 0.05 of a second shy, and to describe that, I would say it was bittersweet. It hurt me to sit home watching other athletes compete, and I knew I was good enough, you know, to be among them, but I just didn't get the opportunity to fully execute. But at the same time, it made me stronger. It made me realize that when I'm serious about training and I put my mind to something, it showed me that I can really go after it, and it gave me inspiration to know that I can make it to that next level. And moving forward, it equipped me in knowing that this time around I don't want to have that same feeling. You know, I want to be the one that does make it, you know, in 2012 indoor World Championships in Turkey. So, you know, just not wanting to feel that again, and moving forward in the sense of intensifying the training, getting adequate rest, you know, switching the diet around a little more since then to get better nutrition. I think, although I was unhappy with not making the standard, it showed me that if you really want to make it to the next level, you have to sacrifice a lot more than you think. You can't get comfortable, and for me, that's been motivating.
Okay. You're now in a new training system and new coach. Talk a little bit about that progress and process thus far.
Okay. Typically, whenever you enter a new system, there's an adjustment period, and I feel like it didn't take me any longer than normal to make adjustments. I can feel my body responding well to training. I feel myself getting stronger in different areas. There's been flaws that I have mechanically and technically, and you know, Coach Justin is working with me in a lot of those areas to help me build, you know, those weak points. And I think overall, at the end of the day, when you improve those areas you struggle with, and then, you know, you do better in the areas that you have down pat, it just makes you a stronger athlete altogether. So I think working with the group, especially the days that I'm able to go one-on-one with Coach Justin, is going to benefit me tremendously. I really don't see any really extent to what I can do. I mean, I think that being in this new system is going to just give me the opportunity to have a complete foundation. You know, we've been doing a lot of things with the weight room. I've been doing things aquatic-wise in the pool. The strength and conditioning has been there. And I think it'll all pay off at the end of the day. I'm happy I made that transition.
Training can be a grueling day-to-day occurrence. What keeps you motivated?
If I could pinpoint one thing, I would, but I would say there's several different things. As many people may realize, and some may not, track and field, although you compete against other people in a race, it's really an individual sport. And I think just being able to challenge myself mentally to see how far I can push the limits, that's a motivation of mine. I want to see what I really can do. Track and field is one of my passions, and if you've ever been passionate about something, you want to do all you can to excel. You know, you want to make sure that at the end of the day, you put your heart and soul into it, you know, so you can achieve whatever that underlying goal is. So between just the challenge mentally and being able to just challenge myself that way, and then having a passion, a love for it, you know, mixed with the fact that the support I get from so many individuals, so many companies, family, friends, co-workers. At my weakest times, at times when it gets most difficult, I just remember people that, you know, give me kind words or give me gifts or just give me moral support. They might come to the track to watch me. It's really the other people that, you know, they impart me with their energy, and, you know, they're very optimistic at the few times where I may have doubt, and they push me to keep going. So it's all of that together that, you know, keeps me motivated on a day-to-day basis.
And the last question, what are some of your goals heading into 2012 season?
All right, well, 2012 season is upon us right now. My immediate goal for the indoor season is to qualify for the World Championships, which will be taking place in March. It's now January 2nd.
Yeah.
So I'm gearing up towards that, and ultimately, in order for me to achieve that, I'm also going to be taking down my country's national record for the 400-meter indoor. So that's a dual goal in itself, to make it to the World Championships and go after the national record. As far as outdoor season, which is the Olympics, I mean, that's the big one. Most people, if they're not familiar with anything else, they know that when Olympics comes around, they're watching track and field. So I want to be at that stage. I think that's where it's probably one of the highest pinnacles of athletics, you know, that exists. So going on to that road, with the same respect, I'll have to take down the national record for my country in the outdoor 400. So, you know, if I can pick up those 4 goals, it'll be a great year, and I'll be happy with that.
And lastly, anything you wanna leave the people, your supporters, anyone who going to be following you? Anything you want to say to them?
First, I just want to extend a thank you, a genuine, heartfelt thank you to anyone that's ever helped in any capacity. You know, I appreciate the time, the words, you know, watching us interact, the financial support, if any. You know, just continue to be there, and we'll do something good. I have a good feeling about this year.
All right.
Thank you very much.